Hey folks, I'm Sir Vainglory, and welcome to part 19 of my Peninsular Campaign in Napoleonic Total War III. So here we are, Wellesley's army, looking for a French army that's somewhere in this region. We've got spies around, and different sorts of agents, but couldn't track it down, so hopefully it will show up during the end turn. Over at Barcelona, we've got Beresford and his Spanish division. They're going to head up to Perpignan. We've got a couple of agents there to support them as well. And French have taken Teruel, and they still hold Murcia. So it looks like the Spanish, or if they're going to retake this territory, they're going to take their time about it. But we're at the end of the turn, so we've got 1,000 gold. Since we're not quite at the end of the campaign yet, let's see what we can improve over here. Too expensive. We could go for the modern university. It doesn't improve our income at all though. Can't do that either. And we've already... Oh, we could go for roads. You never know, we might need to send some more troops over. Can't afford that. So I think we will go for the infrastructure here. Takes 16 turns, so it's probably never going to be finished. But just check, make sure that we are making some money. That's fine. So let's end the turn. Okay, French, reveal yourselves. Okay, so Spain gathering some forces in Zaragoza. This army is at serious risk, but that's on them. Didn't see any sign of the French army up here, so I think we might head over to Vitoria-Gastiez. Let's... these are both provocateurs. It's a guerrillero. Okay, I would rather have had a spy. But we'll get you heading over there. Give us some vision on what's ahead. I'm going to send you... there is a pathway up through there. You can go up and scout that. Aston Lake. You're the spy. And you can get almost as far. So how would you go over there actually? You head up there. You head up through there. And you can... Oh, you can't get across the bridge because of the army. So you just head for there just now. I want you to just stay in this region. Provocateur, another provocateur, so you can come back down here. I'll get you up here. I was wondering about the Spanish division. It's not particularly strong. I had thought about that before, concluded it was too weak to send out to try and deal with these armies, when it was only one army actually. So I think we'll just... yeah, we're going to come up, wipe out the French in the north. That cuts off the recruitment and the reinforcement opportunity. And then we'll drive south from there. So, yeah, Spanish first. You head up here. And Beresford gets up to there. Wellesley. Yeah, that's fine here. And these troops, why are you heading that direction? I'm really wary about French army operating down in here, so I think we'll bring this army up around that direction. Keep it safe. That's following up to join up with Beresford. And down here, I don't think either of these armies has a general as such.
Your Majesty.
Do I want to sabotage? No, I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. Hopefully the French won't hold it for too long. Hopefully there is a Spanish army somewhere around. So let's just have you try and infiltrate. Success. Okay, so don't have much there. There's no army inside, so it's just these guys. And I think with that we can end the turn. Oh, I thought Portugal were going to go and take action against them. Well, they've got two armies there, they must be planning on doing something. French look like they're running for it. Still no sign of Spain. Okay, yeah, you head over. And Wellesley, yeah, so come up here. Now I want you to head up through the forest and the mountains there. And you do the same there. You still can't get across that bridge, so stay where you are. You head back to there. That's fine. And you keep pushing up into France. Bring you here. Aha. You head for there. Not the strongest. And you are a provocateur, okay. Another regiment. No. Pain in the ass. Right. Now that you're there, you can take that path. And we will again in the turn. What's going on there? Portugal. Ah. French have appeared. Goodness, all of a sudden France are beating the Spanish and the Portuguese. Oh, you're dragging me into this. I'm just going to auto-resolve. I was thinking about fighting it there, but we'll just auto-resolve. Okay. Some leaks detected, that's fine. So that was showing up as grey there. Let's send you over. I thought it had been abandoned. So there is still a French army in here. They're getting reinforcements coming down the coast. So we need to go ahead and attack. And there's, hang on, can you take action in here? Sabotage army. Give it a go. Success. Good stuff. Let's go ahead then, make the assault.
Begin siege.
We've got plenty of cannon, some light infantry, but again, they've got some elite guard infantry. Young guard. So they've got some half decent units, but apparently not enough. So let's fight. And as usual, I will pause the video and bring you back once I've set up. Right, here we are. So we've got a similar sort of arrangement to we had in the last battle with Wellesley's army. We have where to start. Okay, so we've got the British over on the right flank. We've got 3 brigades. So we have the 52nd Light Foot and the 1st Foot Pontius Pilate bodyguards brigaded together. 2nd Brigade is the KGL 1st Light Foot and the 4th Foot. And then in the reserve we have the 79th Foot and the 88th. So the Connaught Rangers and the Cameron Highlanders. I'm going to send the British up the right flank, hold these guys in reserve. If you look at the terrain, there's a ridge runs right along the left, French left flank. They have their cavalry in there, so I'd imagine they will push forward onto that hill. And if they don't, then I'm going to move the artillery up onto it. The artillery at the moment positioned in here so that we can target the ridge. We have a brigade of Portuguese light infantry that's going to advance through the forest, and 3 regiments of line infantry, Portuguese, to advance up the left. And we have our cav held in reserve to the left flank. I don't know where it's going to operate, probably swing out around here, but hold it back there just in case we do need it over on the right. And with that we can start the battle. And I've also got some skirmishers over here somewhere. So skirmishers are going to advance ahead of the British regiments. So we'll have you advance up to there. You in there. Maybe have you slightly further to the left. The Portuguese regiments, the light regiments, as I said, advance up through the forest. And these guys, again, there's a bit of high ground over here. I'm going to get this brigade to go and hold. Just march to there for now. So the artillery clearly think they've found targets worth shooting at. And they've got the enemy hussars that we saw earlier over here. We've got some French artillery. That might be where our cavalry ends up going. Let's have you go back a bit from this cav. Get the infantry here all in square. You run back there. Enemy generals killed already. Go on and break them. Skirmishers trying their best to get out of the way. The cavalry turns and runs. Okay, so that's better than it was in the last battle where I completely forgot the enemy had cavalry. And we lost one of our skirmisher regiments, I think. Our skirmisher units. So, you and you back into, well, we're going to go into line probably. I would rather you were in column. No, you've gone into column, that's good. Here they come again, and there they go again. Can't even stand against skirmisher fire now. So move you up there, push the skirmishers a bit further forward. They have taken the hill. Okay, I want the enemy artillery out of action as quickly as possible. So the cav are going on a little journey. Yeah, head to there. And then we'll move you further forward from that point.
Sir, our general is under attack.
The general will be fine. These guys into line. So do there. You need to be in line as well now. Didn't position these guys very well. Cav on the way back in. Form square. Almost. Some French inside the square, but not enough to break it. The rest are retreating. So, back into line if you would. Let's get this brigade to swing around on the flank. The skirmishers to work to the rear. I need to remember actually that we're up against some decent French units this time. Get this brigade toward the left flank. You a few paces forward and turn to face them. They're going to charge in. This is the first French column charge that's made at home, I think. To break my line. Certainly holding up well enough. We need you to turn around, face your friends. You guys need to get up onto the high ground there, and the skirmishers, I need you in a better position. The French have broken here. Well done, lads. But your next column's coming in. I need you to march to there. The French have stopped. Let's move you turn slightly. Lots of braking going on over there. I've completely forgotten about my cav. Cav going to attack their guns. Portuguese brigade here. March in there. You get into the fight as well up here. Hopefully. Okay, give me a second to see who's running. No! Okay, I'll need to deal with that later. You march up to there. Is it skirmishers that are running? Might well be, yes. Jump into that building if you like. Okay, we've got more cav over here. But again, it's running. You go and hit them. Are you dealing with the artillery? You've not lost sight of the artillery. Going to attack the cav. Maybe you've killed the artillery already. I'll tell you what, you just start chasing these guys off. It looks like their army's broken already. Okay, let's do this brigade. Whole brigade. March up there. And these guys, so you form into column again.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Okay, somebody's taking up residence somewhere. So they're not completely dead. You actually take up position there. We'll get these guys to form column. And we'll get artillery to stop shooting. You're going to charge in. They've broken. No, they're still there. So you need you in line. You back up into the hill there. And we'll have you form line. Do this cav. Where to send them? Let's get the cav here to make its way through the town. And you go through there as well. Just obviously there's some French troops there that managed to rally. You now form line. Artillery, I think I want you limbered up. I don't know what you're shooting at, but I made a hell of a lot of divots here. Okay, you can see them off. Bring those skirmishers in there. Those skirmishers will come back and join the fight. You attack them. Keep heading up there. This guy's finally broken. I think it's a cav in there. No, continue. We want these guys gone. Some abandoned French guns. And now you can resume your attacks on these guys. Forget the armed citizenry. No, you go for the La Grandiose. You go for Incomparable. And see if there's any decent infantry units in here. For them. Armed citizenry we need to bother about. There's grenadiers. There's a young guard. You also go for the young guard. You march over here, intercept whatever there is. And as usual, I've forgotten all about my Portuguese as well as my reserve that I've forgotten all about. Who needs them? In fact, so we've got one British regiment, one Portuguese brigade, sorry. One Portuguese and one British brigade chasing off the whole army. From those guys, you stay on the young guard if you can. You go for the grenadiers. What have we got in here? Not much. For the provisional infantry, there's probably slightly better.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
Yes, they can rest soon. That skirmishers over there. There's just a few units in here that I don't want to escape. You can go into melee mode. You hit them too. The Incomparable and making off.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
They can spend a bit more time chasing these guys down. No, for them. 44 grenadiers left. 35 Tirailleurs of the Young Guard. So I think we're just about done then.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
I think that's probably finished. 13 men out of 60. And obviously it is a town battle. So hopefully this army, the French army... No, it won't be wiped out, will it? No. And I don't want to happen what happened down around Valencia, where 3 or 4 units managed to, or beaten up units managed to go away and start to form a new army. So, just make sure we're down to the last few men. You could attack them just quickly. you're taking your time to kill 13 men here. So I think we'll just maybe call it quits now. I think that's probably good enough.
Virtue and valor unconquered.
So 0 remaining, so that's fine. 66 from the 52nd Lightfoot, so that was the Lightfoot, the light bobs that took that charge from the French. Portuguese lost a few as well, and the skirmishers. But Portuguese again doing well, holding their own, and the Ragged Brigade getting their kills. Okay, happy with that, and we liberate it again back to the Spanish. This unit here, I mean, we can't sustain it. We don't make anything like enough money. So I'm just going to disband all of these troops now. If they could move, I would have sent them over to take on that army and then disbanded the remnants, but oh, hang on, before I do that. So the Portuguese, in fact, that's Spanish. They do get some replenishment. So I don't need to, I was thinking about transferring one of these units in, but we don't need to do that. So as I said, we'll just go ahead and disband these units. And the agent, let's get you out. You can go and scout out for us over there. Yeah, so it's just Militia Provincial. Okay, so I think it's time now to put in a break. In the next part, we might see Perpignan attacked. I wanted to have a quick look down here to see. So Murcia has been retaken by the Portuguese, actually. It's been liberated back to the Spanish. So the French still obviously have troops somewhere around there. I'm not going to say I hope the Spanish and Portuguese come up and deal with it, because there's no point saying that. What I could do is send Wellesley up. But no, I don't want to have both armies up in this region. Wellesley needs to head back down into Spain. Take on this army. I wonder who is commanding. Probably nobody. Yeah, so Wellesley needs to come back in towards Zaragoza. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. And I hope to see you again next time. Cheers!